My name is Haji Yasin Bakalubapropertyservices, based here in Uganda. I'm a guy who worked as a security guard in the UK for 19 years. And then I was like, hey, I've had enough. I need to go back where I belong. This is Africa, this is Uganda, where my love is, my motherland. I came in back here, realized that there was a problem in construction. There were many Ugandans working in diaspora, and they wanted to construct. They wanted to do something back home, but they were afraid. They couldn't do it. Many people were eating their money. Aha! And I thought to myself, this must be an opportunity. That was a problem. And I said to myself, listen, if you want to make it in life, look for a problem. And when you see the problem, just come up with a solution. For the last 2 years since I opened up my company, I've constructed over 200 structures for people I've never met. They only see me on social media. This is my story, and I've made it. You can make it. Africa is wonderful.
I can't believe that I'm meeting you. Because everyone is saying, Maya, if you need a real Ugandan story, a real Ugandan diaspora story, I have to meet you.
You need to meet Haji Bakalwa. He's the guy with the story. I'm glad.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too, my brother.
The way people are telling me to meet you, which means your whole story will inspire the entire diaspora to return back to the motherland. How long have you been back?
I've been here for 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
And you built a mall in 2 years?
Yeah, I've built a mall. I've built 10 other apartments as well. That's for myself. And before that, I had 35 apartments. And that was before I left London.
No. You did all this in 2 years?
In 2 years. In 2 years.
Were you born in Uganda?
Yes, I was. I was born here. I left Uganda when I was 19. And I stayed in the UK for another 19. So my life has been 50-50. But my heart remained in Uganda completely. I never connected with the UK. Never.
Before I continue, if you've done all this in 2 years, when I came to this country, I realized that so many people are telling me that anyone who makes it big in Uganda is a friend of Museveni. I don't laugh. Are you a friend of His Excellency?
If everyone who makes it here is a friend to the president, he must be having many friends. Because we have many billionaires here who are quiet. You never even get to hear of them. Come on, people are making it. And when I sold out my story, actually, the first thing I started doing is trying to change people's minds. I tried talking to them. Now, what you're hearing, that is a poor mindset. You know, in your mind, if you cannot make it, if you don't see it for yourself, you cannot see it for others. So when others make it, you're like, nah, it's impossible. It is impossibility all filled up in your mind. Come on, you must be having the same story actually as well on your side. Who's Wode? What is he trying to do? He's nothing.
Because I can't believe it. All the stories that I've done, incredible stories, but anytime I post the stories, people are like, this person is in bed with the government. And I don't see it that way because I see people who started from scratch and they've made it big in the country. Why you left London in the first place?
I started, you know, when I was up there, I was a security guard. I had a lot of time to read. And I used to read a lot of inspirational stories. I saw people who came from scratch to being from rags to riches. And I thought to myself, I think I can do it. So from the word go, I was enriching my mind with good ideas. I knew it was possible, and I wasn't letting anyone tell me that it wasn't. So from the word go, all the money I had, the little I had, I was already planning it. You know, what is making people not make it in life is just living a life without a goal, life without a purpose, life without direction. From the word go, I had my direction. It doesn't matter how much money you're earning. What you need is a goal. Once you believe in your goal and you're going to go for it, no one is going to stop you. Trust me, there's nothing waiting for you apart from success. And that's what I had for 19 years. And along the way, as you try to make it, the difference between someone who's going to make it and someone who's not going to make it is consistency. And for 19 years, I was like, listen, I'm going to make it in real estate. The reason why people are failing to make it in real estate is lack of consistency, because it takes a lot of time. Someone who genuinely makes it in real estate, you have to be able to withstand 10 years of pain, of discipline. And I had to do it for 19 years. Come on, what was left apart from success? So 19 years.
19 years?
19 years. And actually, I never saw myself in the UK. I was there, but my heart was in Africa. I knew there was no way out. Come on, I read stories. The difference between us and people who fail to make it, they don't analyze, they don't understand stories. I had seen people there from university, they go, they get good jobs, they go on finance, they end up having lots of loans. Then what happens? That's their life. They are captured. They become prisoners for years. I've seen suicide stories. People are committing suicide. Why? They don't have way out. It's like working, going back home, working, going back home.
I did all the jobs. Cleaning, working in factories, all of that, I did it. But what I realized is the money is not even enough to save. It's not even enough to save for you to do something here, even if you're working double shifts, because the tax is very high and the cost of living is very high. So on average, everyone ends up borrowing money to survive or to want the nicer things.
And I said to myself, listen, actually there's one quote I read. I wasn't born to go work, pay bills, and die. I was like, listen, I think this is what I'm doing. I have to change it. It's not working, pay bills, die. Here I am in Africa. You called me last night. You said you wanted to meet me. Here I am. I'm living my life, my own terms. I can be where I want, with who I want, anytime. This is the freedom. It's until you make it, until you test that freedom. That's when you know that, listen, it was worth it. I can wake up anytime I want. That's what I want.
What did your friends tell you when you wanted to leave the UK?
I said earlier, someone who doesn't see it for themselves, they can't see it for you. And let me tell you what, the people who believe in you last will be the people who know you. Preconceived notion of someone. For you, the people who believe, who don't believe who you are, like how big you are your family? Are your friends? Why? They saw you as a little boy. They saw you begging for $1 or $2.
Exactly.
They saw you going to the well. And they're like, who's this guy? And whatever you're trying to do, they're just like, that guy, he's got too much here. Oh, who does he think he is? To them, what they believed in me or what they spoke about me, it didn't matter to me. This happens to everyone. So to them, it was theirs. And what I did, I think I heard Steve Harvey say it, the quickest way to destroy a dream is to tell a big dream to a small brain. So you are busy going around telling people, I need to do this, this and that, this and that. Come on, they don't see it. They are not seeing the larger picture. So when you force it into their brains, what's left apart from destroying it? So I was doing it, and the job I was doing wasn't one of the biggest jobs. Come on, I was a security guard.
For 19 years?
For 19 years. I never changed the job. I was doing the same job. But listen, I had laid out my plan. I knew exactly what I was making. I knew my transportation. I knew what I was paying, all my bills, and I knew my balance. So I was working on the balance. And every 4 months, I had made it that I was coming back to Africa. So I was always in the know of what was happening here. That's why even when I came back, it was so easy for me to integrate.
How easy was it?
It was easy. Listen, the first thing you need to do in life is to believe in yourself. This is something you're not going to get in class. It is something your parents are not going to instill in you. It's going to be you. The day you wake up and know that life is 100% my responsibility. Life, no one, you see, there are people out there who are saying, oh, we are waiting for this government to come. Oh, I wish this government could do this and that. There was an American president during his inauguration. He said that this is not time for you to ask what the country can do for you. It's time for you to ask what you can do for the country. So it's not what others can do for you. It's you. Listen, when you go back in your bed, it's those questions. Normally, I summon myself in a meeting, personal meeting. I summon myself. Listen, yes, we need to sit down. And I speak to myself. What's my relationship with my future, with my money? It's me. And I go through that conversation myself, because the best conversation you can have is the conversation you have with yourself. So I make sure that I always review what I'm thinking, what I'm planning, and that is by myself. I make my decisions, I'm ready for the repercussions, and what happens in the end. Once you know what's exactly happening in your life, you see, you don't allow things to happen to you. You make things happen. That's the road I took. I sit down on a daily and I review my life. And I do it. That's why people are saying that, oh, you cannot make it. Come on, he must be connected. Listen, people tend to mix they tend to mix what they want to be with the how. That's where they fail. You must know what you are or what you want to be without mixing how. Once you know that I want to be this, I want to be known as the most famous YouTuber in Africa, you make that decision. It's done. It's done. It's done. Then the how will come. But during the process, once you go on mixing them, your subconscious mind keeps on pulling you back. Listen, I'm a small boy from Ghana. Who will know me? Come on, there are many people out there who are doing it. It's that conversation you have with yourself. No one stops you. So just imagine if you met two people in a day and you told them what you're going to do and they told you that you can't do it. Listen, 10 years, who knew that you were going to be here? Who knew that you were going to fly?
No.
Now, tell me, who believed in you in the beginning? They thought you were crazy. Listen, even they were like, this guy, I don't know why he went to China. I don't know why he had all this education. He should be putting on a suit, going to the city, looking for a job. What is he trying to do? Going in front of the camera, trying to talk to everyone in the world? Is he crazy? His parents must be sick. Oh, they must be crying. They made a loss.
Exactly.
But hey, even your parents didn't know what you're going to be. So it's a matter of believing in yourself.
Before coming here, which means you've saved a lot of money to come and invest in your first project in here.
Actually, I saved some money at the beginning of 2003.
Okay.
I came back. You know, in real estate, you know how property tend to increase in terms of value. I bought this place like 1.5 years ago. But if you go back and evaluate it, just 18 months is not of the same value.
Exactly.
Okay? Now, I bought my first property after spending like 2 years in the UK. I was being paid the minimum wage. But the first thing is knowing all the information you need in the sector you're going to be investing in. Yeah. So I knew exactly what I wanted. That's why even the little I had, I was valuing it. Okay? I came in here, I bought my first property. I think in today's equivalency, it's around 1,200. But after like 10 years, I sold it at 160 million, which is like 17 grand.
Wow.
That is Great Britain pound.
Exactly, appreciating.
Yeah. It appreciated. In real estate, it's about being patient, being strategical and being patient. People think that they are going to wake up one day, they buy a prime land and then they start constructing. No, that is not an advice I'm going to give someone who's trying to make it. Okay? In Africa, if point A is developing, just know that point B is going to be developing very time soon. And then point C will follow. Now, what you need to do is to go in point B and buy a piece of land. If you cannot afford point B, go to C. That means you just have to wait a bit longer, but it's going to happen. Listen, land does not produce.
Yeah.
But human beings
Produce.
So the population, the demand is going to be there. It's a matter of thinking about it. And that piece of land, which I bought so cheaply, actually, I kept on coming back here, and I saw the guys I left who were still here struggling. They had made it, and I was like, how did they make it? Listen, I go to England, Queensland, and I come back, these guys are driving Range Rovers. What's going on? What's going on? Now, in Africa, when someone makes it, instead of you coming close to them, asking them, like, listen, man, how do you make it? They start envying. It's everywhere. It's into us. It's inbuilt in us. What I did, I used to go to those people who have made it, try to befriend them. You know, most of them are not going to be welcoming. You know that.
Yeah.
But come on, if you want something, you humble yourself. You see, and what you are exposed to, you manifest. All right? I used to speak to them. I go around. I even used to check out beautiful buildings. I used to go to places like Kololo, Munyonyo, like you see beautiful things. And I was like, all right, I think I can do this. Now, I had started with building like the small ones, which I could with my little I had.
Yeah.
Then I realized that the place had become prime. If I could sell off this piece of land, you know, someone had given me advice, the land was going to give me some good money. And I tried it. And bang, it paid off. Someone bought it. And I went somewhere, I had already bought another piece of land for years. This had increased in value. So what I did, I put there something good, beautiful. Actually, I went to China.
Really?
Yeah, I went to China my first time. Even my friends were discouraging me. Why are you going to China? Who's going to ship this and that? All those guys, they will steal your money. And I was like, listen, I was going. And guess who was telling me? My good friends. So it is always those close to you. If they don't have the courage, they don't have the interest, they don't have the information.
Exactly.
So they don't have the same vibration as you've got. I went to China, brought my 20-feet container here, had beautiful tiles, beautiful lights, and I built very good rentals on a small scale, but very beautiful. Hey, within no time, someone reached care was like, all right, I think I like this. I think I like this. I was like, you like it? You like it? How much are you giving me? And the amount, he said, I'll keep it to myself. But I was like, no, this is not happening. This is not happening. I got the money. Now, mathematics don't lie. When you're in a field, you start doing the calculation. But still, that mindset of going back to England and work was still, you know, disturbing me. I got the money, put it on the account, went back, put on my uniform, went security guard on the door. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. But I kept on thinking. I kept on writing. I was scared of coming back to Africa. I've seen many failed stories.
Wow.
People have come back here. They have come with the money, but they have failed. I was like, should I go? Should I not go? And if I go, I'm just going for like 2-3 weeks during my holiday. I'm just going to spend everything, just, you know, recklessly. And you don't know how long it took me to write that resignation letter. Actually, I wrote it, put it in my email, and I had to listen to a lot of motivation. I was listening to that, just to get the courage to press send. And I remember, it's like yesterday, it was around 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
At night, I pressed it. I gave them the date. I said I was going. And this was like 2 weeks before. When the day came and I saw someone walking into the door to relieve me, he's a good friend of mine, Stanley Robertson. He's a Ghanaian.
Oh, wow.
Very good friend of mine. I didn't want to say anything, but I had told another friend, he was a Cameroonian, that I was going. I didn't want to tell anyone. And what? I didn't tell my wife. I didn't tell my kids. Because I was so scared. I didn't want to tell anyone who can tell me that I wasn't going to make it.
Wow.
And when I walked out of that building, took one corner, second one, I started crying.
Oh.
I started crying. I didn't know what I had done, but I was flying into something. I was scared, but at the same time, after 19 years, it was the first day I was walking home knowing that I'm not coming back to work. So I was scared, and at the same time, I could feel the freedom. I was like, all right, now, from today, I think life is going to be my responsibility. You know, when you wake up for all those years, expecting a paycheck, and you are not going to get it another month, you are counting, you are seeing all those bills coming in. It must be a different thing. But I went back home. I had saved some money, put it onto the account for my family to feed on. And the following day I was on the plane. I came back here. And when I came back here, I had drawn all the apartments I wanted. I had the plans and I was ready to do it. Worked 1 month, it was already going up. And we had some family wrangles. You know how Africa is like. I got arrested. I was all over the news. And that's even how I came into media. I came in for all the wrong reasons. And when they arrested me, I was in prison and I was like, all right, now I think I messed up my life. I resigned my work. I came here, I've started construction, is halfway, and here I am in prison. And I've left my family in the UK. The judge in the first place had taken me, they call it remand. They take you some time there as they are investigating. But we managed to fight it, and after a week I was out. But, you know, they were after me. Come on, I was making headlines here. I was making headlines. And people were going all over. This guy, he came from the UK, he's coming to take his father's things. His father died and he's here to grab everything. Like all the stupid stories were going all about me. And I didn't know how to do it. It was false. It wasn't the right thing. And I got one person, you know, a social media person, and I said, listen, I've managed to build my apartments. This was like now after 6 months, and they are done. I want to do a story about my apartments. Show them to people. Show them that this guy was a security guard. He came in here and he has his property. He's not fighting to take what belonged to the family. He was trying to put sanity in the family. So it was like damage control program. We sat down. I told people my story, how I was in the UK. And when people saw the apartments I constructed, they were like, no, listen, this guy was a security guard. And he came up with this. But I was telling them how many years it had taken me to construct. You see, when you're telling your story and people see some genuinity in it, they can actually connect.
Exactly.
If you tell your story and it has got a background, people can buy into it. They saw possibility in it because I told them I was buying this, I was selling this, I was doing this, and then I was being paid this amount of money. I didn't know how it was going to capture the people. The following day when that program was posted, forget about the damage control we were doing. And when I looked at my phone, during the interview, I had given out my phone.
Number.
Oh my God, it was bang, 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 bang. It's like, listen, I tried to make it to Africa. I tried to construct my house. Oh, my brother ate my money. My friend, we are not even talking. Some people were like, okay, all right, okay, so how do you want me to help? Can you help me? Can you help me do this? I was like, all right, I don't think I can do that. I don't think. And then I was like, listen. These guys are calling me, asking me to help them construct their houses. How do they even trust me? There's a saying that success finds a prepared mind. I was like, listen, I need to be prepared. I've waited for an opportunity, but an opportunity is not going to be packaged like, all right, yes, and this is your opportunity. God has sent it today. And I thought to myself, this must be an opportunity. As is it Jack Ma? He says, yeah, just find a problem and work out a solution. You get the money. I was like, all right, they're stealing your money. You're working up there. Listen, I've been there for 19 years. I know how it feels. Let us do it.
You know what? Before I continue, I want you to take me around some of the properties that you think I need to see, which is close by.
Sure.
And then, yeah, we take it from there. Ooh, great story.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
So this is one of your projects?
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Wow.
is.
How many people have you employed so far?
We have around 400 people in the company. But on this particular site, we have like 30 people.
You know what? You used to be employed.
Yes.
And now you're employing so many people.
Now I'm the employer.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good.
Oh.
It makes me feel good. But what in life, the biggest achievement for me is the freedom. It's the freedom. I don't know how people rate that, but to me, it's the freedom. It's waking up, having to do what I want, and I do it the way I want. That's the main thing. It's the freedom. Now I'm here, come on, the guys are working for me. I used to be a security guard, and I used to be behind. And you see the boss, and you just go like this. And the racism as well.
I guess now you also have security guards.
Yes, I do. I do, but I try to make them my friends.
Oh.
I know how it feels. I know how working 12 hours is. Once you know what, I used to go to work, but when it came to around 3, I was doing like 12 hours. You know, it starts 6 to 6 or 7 to 7. When it comes to around 3, I know what it feels. Your brain is in auto. Even a thief can go past you without seeing them. You're already tired. You overthink and you're just tired. So I respect the security guard. Every time I meet them,
Will you say investing in real estate in Africa is worth it?
100%. 100%. You see, this is still a virgin area. The ideas are still possible. It is very much possible. Doing it here is far much easier than doing it anywhere else. In Europe and what have you, it's way better to do it here. Because come on, here you can always do it in phases. You're not going to do that in Europe. What are you going to do? You start one phase and you stop there, another 2 years. Which council is going to allow you to do that in the UK? In the US, which council is going to allow you to do that? But in Africa, the small you have, you can do, leave it there, go get some, you bring it, add it on. It's your thing. You do it at your own pace. In Africa, it's doable. It's doable and it's profitable. Because need to stop undermining Africa.
How profitable? That's what I want to know.
100% profitable. You put in 10, you get 20. That is it. It's doable and profitable. That's what I'm telling people. There are no much restrictions compared to other countries. So it is too doable. The restrictions are very, very slim.
Would you go back to the UK?
Never in a million years. Never. Never. You know, when you go back to Ghana,
Yeah?
and you hear a big fight, that there was a guy who
Yeah.
was fighting. Just if it is a real battle, ask them who was it. Was it Haji Bakaluba? If it was Haji Bakaluba, then they were trying to take him back to London. No way. And this is the message I'm sending to every African who went up there. If you were born here, just know that your mind, your background is all set here. If you went there and you can speak like a white man, then just know that maybe you were born there. But if you've been there 10, 20 years and your accent is still the same like mine, still heavy, just know that your factory setting is in Africa. You can be there, enjoy 10, 20 years, but when you come to your old age, it will kick in that you will want to be back home. This is what you understand. This is what your mind will understand. For me, taking me back to Europe, come on, don't even, let us even change the topic.
Your wife and family, they came with you now, or
Yeah.
are they here with you, or they are still in the UK?
They're here with me. They're here
You
with
finally
me.
told your wife that you're here.
Actually, I don't even need to tell her because herself, she's here.
She followed you.
She followed me.
She was
And
not
they-
mad because you never told her that you're coming back to Africa forever and you've resigned.
You see, it is so easy to tell someone when you have succeeded. You see, when things are working, there's nothing like, I told you you shouldn't have done this. When things are doing well, everyone will follow you. No one will listen to your story until it is a success. My kids came here, they were a bit hesitant. They didn't like it in the beginning.
Really?
But yeah, but the way we had that friendship, the way they were brought up, they were kind of African set. They were kind of obedient to me. I was the father, I was the head of the family. They just followed. But eventually they told me that, listen, Dad, we didn't want to be here. But boy, after some time, they saw that actually in Africa, it's not what they see on TV. It's not about suffering. It's not those kids who are crying for water, they malnutritionized, they don't have food. It's not all about that. They came in here, they saw that actually the class of people in Africa you are exposed to is what you see. There are people here who are living a life. And if you are into that chain,
Yeah.
you will be amazed how Africa is. There are rich people here. So eventually, they saw the life they were living. You know, in Europe, they used to take a bus.
Yeah.
Here, they have a driver who takes them
them
to
to
school. They eat the food we just wished we were eating. So, what's there? Come on. Life is good.
When you hear the name Africa, what comes into your mind?
Home. Home. This is home. It doesn't matter. It's like someone saying, what comes to your mind when you hear the word mother? It doesn't matter whether your mother, as a human being, she's ugly, she's poor. It's your mother. It's the love that comes out of it. Me waking up knowing that I can see my uncle, if my cousin passes away, I can be able to attend the funeral. If I'm bored, I can easily go and meet someone and we have a chat. I don't have to wake up on the alarm clock. Those are the things people need to look out if they want to come back here. Come on, home is home. Home is home. It doesn't matter how rich you are, how you think you have made it. The weather, come on, look at it. It might be muddy,
Yeah.
but it's home. Come on, you came in from Ghana, but I wasn't even ashamed taking you through the corners.
Exactly.
Knowing that you know this is home, this is Africa. You get it? This is home.
I want you to give an advice to a young African out there who is looking forward to invest in real estate.
In real estate, you need to make up your mind. Many people call me when they want to construct and they're telling me that they are going to ask someone to help them make a decision. And no, those are not my clients. In real estate, you need to make up your mind 100% because it is hard. It is hard. That's why not everyone is making it. It is hard, okay? And another thing which you should bear at the back of your mind, anywhere from today, 20 years, not everyone is going to be able to construct. It's been there for years. So if you can bear that hardness, just be assured that you are going to gain 100% because not many people are going to be able to construct. What you need is to make up the decision, know exactly what you want, and be able to be persistent. The consistency, because in real estate, you need to know that you're not going to make it in 1 or 2 years. Unless you're going to steal. People who are doing it, they have to understand that it's going to take a lot of time. The gestion system, you know, the period has to be longer, okay? And I will tell you that it will take you like 10 years. I did this for many years, but because the beginning is so hard, it doesn't show the results. I was there, but people didn't see me. After you have accumulated the capital, people will only see one project, which will be beautiful, but the way you have managed to get to that point is what people miss out. As you start off in life, I think it should be about humbleness. Okay, young people come in or from university, they have friends, they get jobs, and they're paid, let me say, $500, and in their mind, they think this is little money. Why? Because they're being told this is expensive to put up. Now, they don't understand that they need to work out a formula. 1 + 1
That's the 2.
2 + 1.
Right.
Before you know it, you count to 100. So it's a process. You don't say it's going to be 100 from the word go. Even the longest journey starts with 1 footstep. It doesn't matter how speedy you are. No, it doesn't. It's a matter of knowing what you need. Now, if you have the discipline from the word go, you will understand that I don't need to buy an expensive car. I don't need to have all these loans to congest my bank account, to have all the direct debits. Actually, this is what I've been teaching on my Facebook. I tell people, like, don't try to impress. We are living in a society where everyone is showing. Listen, I have this. Listen, I've done this. I have the photos from Dubai. I have the Instagram, the TikTok. Everyone is trying to keep up. If you try to keep up, you keep yourself down. You don't need to do that. You have seen they come driving right now. It's not one of the most expensive here. You have seen people make it.
Yeah.
But if we are to go and look into our bank accounts, I know from the word go what I need. I know the difference between assets and liability. You see, in life, it's up to you whether you want to be rich or you want to act rich. And to me, I want to be rich, not to act rich.
I will add my own to it. The goal is to create wealth, not to look rich.
That is it. You hit mine right in the head. That is it.
If you have a message to Africans living in Africa, what would that message be?
It's possible. It's possible everywhere. It's possible. The possibility is in the head. It's in the mind. What you have done things. You have met a lot of people. But the way you are thinking right now is not the way you thought 10 years ago.
Facts.
It's not but you know that you have read a lot of books.
Yeah.
The way you do interviews, the way you are looking at me, the way you take pauses, the way you know when to ask another question. You did not wake up one day and know that.
No.
So you worked on yourself.
Yeah.
Get a goal. Believe in yourself. Read about it. Believe in yourself once again, and you'll do it. It's out there. It's that you don't need to go to Europe to make it, because the money I've made here in the last 2 years is more than the money I made in 19 years in Europe. So who tells you that you cannot make it in Africa? The money is here, but only that the people you find here put you off. People are crying every day, we don't have jobs. When someone from the UK, US, Dubai sends you money, you know, let us do business, the first thing that goes into an African mind, how can I steal this? All right, they are not going to take me to prison? Okay, we didn't make an agreement. It's how can I take? Not knowing that if you work on your personality and people know you and you can deliver, it's okay. Listen, these guys, you see them? I know people who work Monday to Sunday. I give them projects. I know someone who's going to work today, tomorrow is going to tell me that their child is sick, they lost someone. You know that they have this contract, but they're fighting to go somewhere. They leave all the jobs incomplete. I have the brain, I can work out, and I know this guy is not good, this one is good. Why is it? It's personality. Your personality takes you miles. You see, you came in here, you asked who you should talk to.
Yeah.
I did not call you.
Yeah.
You called me.
Exactly.
People are rooting for you because they know you as a person. You don't have to play a character, you have to be. Do you get it? You have to be, you give the services. Now, what I'm doing right now, not many people can do it. Actually, in my field, constructing for people working in diaspora, no one is competing with me. Why? The idea here is not who can construct. No. Many people can construct. The whole idea who you can trust. If I construct, if I contract this for like, let us say 200 million, and I fall short, I don't go back to the client. I make sure, hook or crook, I have to deliver. Because I have a reputation. Because it's the reputation, it's the character which is bringing in the people. And we have got guys here from university, they're just putting on their nice shoes, they don't even know how to talk to people, they're just being driven by ego. They don't know, they don't work on themselves, they don't read. They're just like, oh, Africa is so hard to make it, man, here. I wish I can get a job. There are no jobs here. Try to create them. Try to make yourself a person of value in whatever you want to do. You want to go in media, how can I be better than others? You read. Trust me, I've never met you before today, but I know for sure that you have seen lots of interviews.
Yeah.
You have seen how people carry themselves in terms of body language, how they talk in terms of the volume. You put it down, you put it low. How do you communicate? What time do you have to post? So that means you worked on yourself in that particular field.
Exactly.
Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
That is it.
You're right.
People wake up and work onto yourselves.
Exactly.
The opportunities are not going to come packaged. You need to come out of the box for you to read the labels outside the box. You cannot read when you're still inside the box. Get out. It's out there and it's for everyone. The world has got no favorites. And it doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you deserve. Be out there and be deserving. Simple as that. Everyone comes in this world with the same set of brains. If you were born in China, you will be speaking Chinese. My kids are born in England, they're Ugandans, but they speak like a white man. So all our brains come out standard. It's what you feed into them. When you wake up and you say, from today, it's never too late, I'm going to change my brain, I'm going to change my thinking, I'm going to change my connection from today. It's me, it's about making myself better. It will work out. The world does not play favorites. It doesn't give you what you want. It doesn't give you what you need. It gives you what you deserve.
Since you've lived in the diaspora, the message to the diasporans.
How do you feel about the cold? How do you feel when you sit in that chair and someone stands up because you're black? How do you feel about that? In the morning, I used to go to work. Before sunrise, someone sees you walking on this side and you see them change direction. They go to the other side because you're black. How do you feel about that? Someone finds you on the reception. You are two people seated there and you can see that they can easily strike a conversation with someone seated next to you and they are saying nothing to you. How does it make you feel? You look at all the community, the people, the gangs, the big tattoos are of your own race and others are getting opportunities. You go, you apply for a job, someone who doesn't even know how to write is your supervisor and you have a degree. How do you feel about that? Just make that sink into your brain. How do you feel about that? That should be a reminder that that's not home. It might be giving you the opportunities, but how does it make you feel? If you have 2 pair of jeans and you're wearing them every day, they have now holes in the middle, how do you feel about that? That's a sign that no one knows about you when you're there. Do you want to live your life like that? Working, going back home, paying bills, sleeping, going back? Is that your life? Home is home. Plan your life. It's never too late. Work, that is a place you have got more opportunity compared to back here, money-wise. But in terms of life, listen, home is home. Come back home. You have your money, invest back home. Don't worry about politics. Politics have been here since the 60s, since independence, 70s, 80s, 90s. Everyone who comes in power is telling you things are going to be better when I come in. Come on, in Africa, when they come into power, what happens? It's the same. Come back home. The world will give you all the reasons not to do it. It's up to you to come up with the reason as to why you want to make it. In Africa, it's doable. What is doable? You made it.
I can't even ask you my next question. Man.
It's doable.
So
Where are you? Where are you? Are you in Europe?
No, I'm in Africa.
You're going everywhere. I've seen your
Exactly.
pictures here. How many people have you met here? I've seen you even with the minister.
Yeah.
Come on. A boy from Ghana.
A village boy, man.
Come on, a village boy. How many of us, we are here, we have never met the minister? Come on. In this field, you know nothing about. But in yours, you made yourself an expert. That's what makes you different. You worked on yourself. You followed your passion. It's doable. Come on.
What do you think about the borders that we have on the continent?
We need to have them. We need to have them, man, to control. Sanity is needed. Africans are crazy. We need to have them. I know you wanted me to say, oh, it should be taken down. We need to interrogate like brothers.
Yeah.
No, Africans are crazy. Everyone should stay where they belong.
They should stay where they belong.
They should be where they are.
But we have to do business together.
We have to do business.
And that is the borders that I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, that is acceptable. But I was like, in terms of living together, no, listen, we are affected by the people around us, by the environment.
Yeah.
The way Ghanaians are crazy, it's not the way Ugandans are. All right? So we need someone who knows us. A Ugandan president knows the craziness of Ugandans. The Ghanaian president knows the craziness of Ghanaians. So stay in your lane, I'll stay in mine. But in terms of business, Africans need to unite. We need to take our thinking away from the lower side of where we are, because there was something I was telling about people, something which is stopping us as Africans. Many people abuse me when it comes to that topic. It is so sensitive. First of all, religion is part of the reason as to why Africans are controlled. Culture is one of the things why we are controlled. If you are still controlled by religion, culture, what you are told by your father, your mother, or your friends, then your education is useless to you. If you cannot open your mind to new ideas, you're done. If you still want to do things the way your dad did things, you are not ready. I've seen many people who have got education, but they are too equipped to deal with the future of yesterday. They don't know what's happening. They are just closed off. They think that they are dealing, this life we are dealing with needs self-education on a daily. And you need to be streetwise.
Yeah. Right.
Do you get it? So, in Africa, things we deal with are much more, like our barriers are way more than the other countries. When you're born in the UK, you're a white person, you're a white person, and that is it. You're English, that is it. But in Africa, first of all, you were Muganda, you are in Buganda, you are a Muslim. So there's belonging. I'm in this sector, we are doing this, and every sector has got its own restrictions which you have to obey. Now you cannot do this. When you're trading, religion is saying this, and when you're doing this, culture is saying this. So to fight all of that, and it's going to take a lot of time. People don't know that such things are limiting them. When you talk about religion, you tell people, listen, you can pray all you want, but pray, go work. Try to balance. No, how dare you talk about, it's only in Africa you don't get to talk about that. No, how dare you, I went to church. So what's wrong with going to church? Is this, and someone went in, prayed the whole night, they went back home and slept. You try to reason with them logically. That, listen, so you prayed the whole night, and went back, slept the whole day. Well, right, okay. So what do you think? Like, what do you think is going to happen to your account? Like, all of a sudden something is going to be there? Let us get realistic. Yeah. We can be religious. I'm a religious person, but I follow with my brain. Okay, I know how to deal. I'm a Muslim. I use my common sense. I know how to deal with a non-Muslim. I'm not the kind of, I'm not talking to you, this and that. Come on.
If you had the chance to change one thing in Africa, what will it be?
It's the education. You've been to China.
Yeah.
How many subjects are they doing in class?
Not too many.
From the word go, someone knows what they're doing. They don't congest their brains. You're going to be a doctor, you'll be into sciences. You are going to do business, you'll be in business classes. Inventing, you'll be in inventory. They will just be teaching you to master that. But in Africa, you know history, you know geography. It's like they are congesting your brain at an early stage. You learn about things which you are not going to use in your life. And actually, people, you go back and ask your own child, why do you go to school? And I can tell you, everyone is going to fail that question. We should be going to school to learn how to think. How to think. People think that going to school, memorizing what they have been told, they're going to make it in life. That's the idea of they're being sold to. We just need to change education. That's the thing. Not to waste time. If someone is going to be a builder, tell them how to be creative. When it comes to construction, they do it for many years. As they come out, they're already experts. It's as simple as that. Just change the brains. The reason why we are lagging behind is the mind. We are dealing with too much. You deal with an envious family member. You deal with the religious leaders. You deal with the cultural leaders. You deal with the ogres on the village. You are envying this one. There's too much clutter going on into our brains. And that's Africa.
The biggest challenge you face in Africa?
The biggest challenge is
this whole business.
Actually, it's the people I'm dealing with. It's the people I'm dealing with. They're exhausting me. Many people don't want to do construction. Why? This sector is full of what I'll call illiterate guys. Okay? Illiterate guys, and how you're dealing with them, you don't know. You tell them something. They lack organization. You tell someone to do this, you find them another day doing the other thing. And I don't know how to say this, but theft in construction is on another level.
Even construction?
Even?
It's crazy.
No, we are taking number one. Don't even say even. We are taking number one. Number one. You can employ 10 people, but 4 or 5 of them, every time they're here, they're just looking at what they're going with at home. It is a pity. Come on, this is Africa. If you want to make it, think an African way, and at the same time, think as an advanced-minded person.